Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at the Omnidyne-M Mammoth and see if it is viable in competitive Firefall PvP. The Mammoth is the truest form of tank in the game. This battle frame relies on huge force fields to defend his team with, or to use as an offensive shield to push his team forward. This is great for being able to get out of a tough corner and making sure your team is able to fight on even ground. Even though the Mammoth doesn't take less damage, his abilities that negate damage and large health pool will keep you alive through almost anything. The Mammoth's primary weapon is the heavy plasma machine gun. This weapon fires plasma rounds dealing 70 damage, 116 for headshots. These rounds do move slower than other dreadnought frames, so there is a lot of leading the target to practice. The point is you're supposed to be right next to your target, so you don't have to worry about leading. But these rounds also explode, dealing 26 damage to enemies around the AoE when it explodes. The alternate fire is similar, but travels faster. This only deals 32 damage, but it momentarily snares its target on impact. Actually, the snare is so short, keeping your alt fire on someone ends up being more of a slowing effect. But it's still one of the biggest crowd controls in the game, great for chasing and giving your team an easy target. The secondary weapon is the assault rifle. This weapon deals 70 damage a round, great for finishing off enemies while you get used to the slower rounds in the machine gun. On to the abilities. The first ability for the Mammoth is Teleport Shot. This ability sends out an arc port device. Once it lands, press the ability again to teleport to the arc port instantly. This is actually really good since the Mammoth doesn't have much energy for movement. Teleport Shot can get you up close to your enemy instantly, the best initiate in the game. The second ability is the Thunderdome. This ability creates a dome of protective energy that is erected over the Mammoth and protects anyone within from enemy fire. While allies can pass in and out of the dome, enemies are stuck inside or outside. Thunderdome is great for capturing an enemy and allowing your team to walk into your dome and destroy them, while the rest of the enemy team can't do anything about it. But remember, you are a tank and not a duelist. You can still be quickly taken down if no one comes to help you and you can't get out of the dome fast enough. Also great for blocking off checkpoints. The third ability for the Mammoth is Shield Wall. This ability deploys a static wall of protective energy in front of the Mammoth for a limited amount of time. Like the Accord Dreadnought's alt fire, you can move around and the shield will still stay in front of you. But you can also fire while the wall is still up. Shield Wall is the perfect ability for pushing as a team. The wall is huge and in smaller areas impenetrable, so the enemy team has no choice but to fall back and wait for it to go away. This ability can get your team out of a bad situation and move them to even ground, or maybe even give them the advantage. Finally, the ultimate ability is Tremors. Once your HKM is full, this ability emits a series of seismic waves from your suit for several seconds, dealing 288 damage, while also slowing their movements. Teleport Shot, Thunderdome, then Tremors, easiest free kills. That's all I have to say about that one. The Mammoth's passive is Imminent Threat. Enemies around the Mammoth take additional damage from all sources. Holy crap, really? I don't know how much the bonus damage is, but now you have no reason to not be in the middle of every battle. That about covers the specifics of the Mammoth. I think this battle frame is terrific and a lot of fun. It is the most underplayed battle frame at the moment though. And I can see that. It requires a bit of teamwork to focus on using the Mammoth as a target and having your team take advantage of those moments. But the biggest problem people have is by itself, the Mammoth can't do anything. Unless you have Tremors, you do not do much damage. Gasp. I know it's a shooter, but this time it's a real team game. I know this battle frame will show up more and more in competitive play, especially on the new mode coming out where he can push squads forward easily. I just can't wait. But that about wraps up the video. I hope you learned a bit about the Omnidyne-M Mammoth and feel like picking it up. If you liked the video, feel free to click the like, subscribe buttons below for future content on Firefall PvP. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.